just using muscles and tendons that he's not used to using, and it's just he needs to just do a lot of long toss.
Yeah.
So who we have pitching?
For Wilmington?
Wyrick.
And Finn for Farmington.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips with CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Today we have a doubleheader, a Sunday special doubleheader, and I've got Charlie Hargrave here doing our play-by-play, Roger Thompson on our video, and, of course, yours truly doing a little bit of color. We've got a team coming out of Michigan. These are the Farmington Falcons. They're about 20 minutes just west of Detroit, and they are down here in Ohio. Obviously, it's a little cold up in Michigan right now, so they've been playing some Ohio teams. Yesterday, they were in Mount Orab. They took 2 from Mount Orab yesterday.
That'd be Western Brown.
That's right, and they're going to play Wilmington 2 games today, and hopefully we can turn the tables on them, maybe make them 500 after the end of the games today. But I'm going to turn this over to Charlie. We're going to be getting underway here in just a matter of minutes. We'll have the Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll get the game underway here momentarily. Charlie, go ahead and give us some information as far as the teams and their lineup and their rosters and all that.
All right, well, Wilmington, I tell you what, it's a little cold in Ohio, too, right now, but at least it's not. I think in Farmington, you said, it's 20 degrees? So here, at least we're in the mid-40s to probably getting the lower 50s for the games out today. Beautiful day. Wind, I tell you what, we've had all kinds of wind, haven't we, the last month or so, and the wind's blowing out today. So that left center field flag is blowing directly out. The umpires are here. Wilmington has already taken infield. Farmington right now is on the field taking some infield. Starting for Wilmington, we have Ryan Hottinger. He's going to be playing right and batting first. Brad Keller, who is playing second and batting second. Stephen Krause, shortstop, and he's shortstop batting third. Chris Woolery is a DH today in the first game, and he's batting fourth. Tyler Wells, number 15, he is playing first base. Brady McCune's playing center, batting sixth. DJ Ames gets the start at third, batting seventh. Brett Bell is playing left and batting eighth. And then Drew Carey, the one, the only, Drew Carey, is catching his first game. And pitching for the Hurricane is Zach Wyrick. For the Farmington, and what is Farmington?
Falcons.
The Falcons.
They are the Falcons.
Farmington Falcons.
Just think of Clinton Massey.
I just have last names here for you guys, but we have Manasseh. He is going to be playing center, and he's batting first. Hoke, who's playing second and batting second. Carty will be playing short and batting third. Bentley is the catcher, batting fourth. Lovett will be playing first base, batting fifth. Satterfield is the DH. He'll be batting sixth. Newhard will be playing right. Williamson's playing left, and Magnum is playing third base. And the starting pitcher is Finn for Farmington. Like Rick just said, they beat Western Brown in 2 games. Watch them take infield. They look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I talked with one of the parents of one of the players. He does a lot of their video before the game started, or before they were getting underway here and getting ready. He said that there are 3, which I knew because I did a little research. There are 3 high schools in their area. One is Harrison, one is North Farmington, and then this Farmington team. He said that Harrison is the football power up there, one of the top 4 in the state. But he said that this Farmington baseball team is one of the best baseball teams in the state of Michigan. So I think the Hurricane probably have their hands full. The Hurricane right now 3-2 after their latest win over Hillsboro. They are 2-0 in the SCOL and 3-2 overall. They had a loss with Little Miami, and they had a loss with Lebanon. And this Farmington team, they've only played 2 games. That was with Western Brown yesterday. So they are 2-0 average, obviously, and we'll see what happens here after 2 today.
I wonder if their school district might be a little bit different schedule. I know, like
They're on spring break right now.
well, and yeah, that's what I mean. I know, like my cousins and everybody up in New York, yeah, they will go clear to the middle of June because they take a huge winter break because of the weather.
Yeah, well,
they just take the break then rather than worrying about snow days.
Sports is different. When I lived
Every state,
I lived in Dallas, the sports were different. When I lived in Phoenix, for instance, the Phoenix State Fair, was in January. So you wouldn't have a state fair
Right.
obviously in January here in Ohio. And it's the same thing with football and the various sports in Phoenix and in Dallas. They started at different times of the year and they ended. And I think that's much the same way even in Florida, simply because and you see a lot of good Florida baseball teams because they've got so much good weather to be able to practice.
Right, you can play year round.
That's right.
Yeah, that's just like golfers, tennis players, any kind of outdoor sport. Down in that area, it's people tend to do a little bit better. I mean, think about all the Dominicans and Cubans and
They
everybody
have a tough
comes
time with
up.
hockey, though.
That comes up from to play Major League Baseball because they can play it year round for the most part. So I just wonder though if their school doesn't end till like mid-June. That's why their season's just getting started like a week later. Who knows up there? They may not even be able to play yet. So,
And I don't think they have. That's what now I don't know that it's by regulation, but I think that's, and I did ask the coach, I said, now are these sanctioned games as far as Michigan? And he said yes. So these games do count. They count in their regular season. These aren't like scrimmages for them. These are actually sanctioned games. I don't know exactly how this was set up. I don't know whether their athletic director pulls some names out of a hat of teams that are down here in Ohio and then contacts them. Who knows? As far as the high school, I don't know how many students are in that high school compared to Wilmington. So I don't know whether they're
probably look that up.
Whether they're trying to choose
Look
schools that are smaller or
Michigan
similar
high school.
in statute.
How
I
many
don't know.
students go there?
But anyway. I did a little research, and that's how I came up with the 3 high schools and that. But I think that, we're in for some good baseball regardless, and I think the Hurricane will be up to it regardless of who they play.
Well, yeah, and I tell you, it's
and the wind is blowing straight out. If you look at so when we're talking about if you get this ball up in the air, it will carry, and more than likely we may see more than a few home runs today.
Who hit the home run the other night against Greenfield?
Against Greenfield?
Yeah.
Jordan Ianson.
That's right. I tell you, that was a heck of a game we had here the other night with a softball.
Oh, that was a good game.
That was a heck of a game.
A 9-8 game, and you can see that on our website. And we had over 200 people listening to the game live, and we've had 100 and almost 90 people view the video. So there is a great interest, not just in the baseball program here at Wilmington, but also our softball program. And currently, right now, we've got the middle school softball girls, and they're up playing a game against the Hillsborough Indians right now.
Well, and I tell you what might work out good for a softball is, the times they start, earlier. A lot of people can't get off work, and so, actually the Campus Nation might be a little more suited for this type of a game, even though it's free to come watch the games, just because people just have a hard time getting there, especially like the away teams. Like I don't know, you probably can't track it, but I bet a lot of the viewership the other night was from Greenfield just because they simply couldn't make it over here in time to watch.
Yeah, typically we don't delve that deep into the demos, but we do know, like for instance, you were talking about the fact that we're doing an upcoming softball game.
23rd, hopefully the weather will be good that
That's
day.
right, and we've got one of the players from Leesburg. Her father is deployed in Iraq, and he'll be able to catch the game on Campus Nation for that very reason, since we're broadcasting globally over the internet here. We can tell when it's out of country. We can't necessarily tell. I could trace IP addresses and tell you, whether someone is in, Washington Courthouse or Hillsborough, or if I want to get to that kind of level of running a trace, I typically don't have to worry about that as much as I'm just interested in the viewership. I know that, for instance, when we had 2,047 listeners to the boys' final game of the season there in Columbus, I know that we had a lot of listenership from other schools, from Wayne, and the reason I know that is because we do a lot of posting on Yappy, which is a popular website for sports in Ohio, and so we promote the games that we do, a lot of that on Yappy, and we're getting people that are watching these baseball games or that are coming and watching our video from Yappy. So there's people that are out there in the GWalk and also down in the Cincinnati area that have some interest in hurricane sports.
Well, has Wilmington made a decision for sure what league they're going to go to after the SCOL?
No, I don't think that at this point. Troy asked me, but I told him I wanted the SWBL, but he said, well, they haven't invited us, and he says he only look at that once a year. So I think that at this point they have to make a decision here by the end of the month, and at this point it looks like all three teams will probably go to that, what is it, some athletic and academic league. They've got...
they got the Southern Buckeye they've been invited to.
Yeah, that's not... Is that the one that's got...
That's Batavia, New Richmond.
That's the one where we're going to be driving to all parts of the earth here.
You will be.
Most of them are in Claremont. That's true.
I'll be football season. I'll be in Greenfield, or I'll still be in local areas.
Yeah, well,
of course, I can retire after next year, so who knows? I may go with you.
We'll put you in the camper.
I'll be watching my daughter in the band even if I do retire. So. We'll have to do like a green. That's what we need to do. Have me set up to do the Greenfield games at that point.
Well, those are not really interesting games. That old league that will no longer be. I mean, there's not any real competition out there anyway.
Well, actually, it'll be a real competitive.
Yeah,
league.
And they'll get beat up just as much by Jackson.
It'll be a real competitive league.
Yeah, Jackson and Chillicothe will be putting it to them. It'll just be new faces, different colors, but they'll still get creamed.
Well, Chillicothe's already there. So.
Yeah, Chillicothe's got a good football program.
Hey, you got to remember, we got ex-Wilmington high school coach, Jeremy Andrews, coaching Greenfield, so he may get it turned around. He got a couple wins this year. So,
well, we don't wish any ill of Greenfield. They've been good to us, and if we can bring games even after this next season, we'll do that. All right,
getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner.
I'll turn us back. All right, we'll make YouTube happy. We cut back the national anthem there, but we were still alive, living, and breathing, and so we're going to get ready for this game now. Coaches are making those last-minute discussions with the team.
We got the meeting at the home plate. One of the umpires today is Tim Starkey. Do you know who the other one is, Jim?
I do not.
Tim Starkey, he's going to be umpiring the bases the first game, then he'll be behind the plate the second game. Again, Farmington obviously is the away team from Michigan. They are in like a gray uniform with a blue pinstripe, navy blue pinstripe. They are the Farmington Falcons. Wilmington will be in their home whites today. And we're about ready for some baseball here pretty soon.
And if we have anyone from the Farmington area, we welcome you. And we're glad to be able to bring you this doubleheader baseball game from Wilmington, Ohio. And for those of you that like Angie, the mayor of Greenfield, that's listening in and says we sound good, we want to say hi to you.
The mayor.
Playing center field, number 20.
And you may be wondering, if you are in Farmington, where's the video? Well, the video will come up tomorrow. We could shoot video, but it's not real clean, and we shoot an HD video where tomorrow you'll have this game, not only audio, but if you want to come back, you can watch it on video.
Right.
So,
and you'll be able to see the video before your team gets back from Ohio, so that'll be nice.
So they just come down for this weekend and played 4 games?
No, I think they're off this entire week for spring break, so they've got games lined up with Ohio teams, through the week.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, now there may be a difference in the number of games that they play for a season. Maybe their season is longer.
Different states. So.
Right. But it's nice that we can get 2 states together to play some baseball.
Batting first.
Yeah, it's pretty unique.
Field, number 18, Ryan Heininger. Batting second, playing second base, number 1, Brad Keller.
Is that me?
Someone's blowing your phone up, Charlie.
Number 22, Stephen Kraus. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 4, Chris Woolery. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 15, Tyler Wells. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 11, Brady McCune. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 13, DJ Ames. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 27, Brett Bell. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 25, Drew Carey. And on the mound for the Hurricane today, number 33, Zach Wyrick.
You heard that right, Farmington. We have Drew Carey behind the plate here for the game.
That's right. Yeah.
Cleveland rocks. No, I'm sorry. Where's Mimi at?
You want me to make this announcement?
Sure, yeah. Let them know.
Wilmington's out taking their warm-up pitches. Zach Wyrick.
Live on campusnation.com, the sports animal. The audio and video stream of the game will be available on demand tomorrow afternoon on the campusnation.com website. Campus Nation is your home for high school and
announcing Campus
There
Nation.
we go, our shameless plugs.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell you what, it's still a little cool in here, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Charlie, it wouldn't matter. It could be 75 in here, and you'd say it was cool. Mr. Woolery would not be allowed to open the window on any circumstance.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, taking them
unless there was a cheeseburger hanging out that window and you could grab it.
Taking those blood thinners make you a little cooler,
yeah,
too.
well, that's true. Yeah, it does thin your blood out. Also, moving to places like Florida or Texas or Phoenix, Arizona, that thins your blood out as well. Because when it was 60 degrees, I had this heavy type coat on, and I was freezing.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be like, in January when it got down into the 60s. Because it was like in the hundreds all the way to about Christmas time. Yeah, terrible place to live.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't. I preferred Dallas to Phoenix, but I like Denver of all the cities, the major cities, big cities that I lived in. I prefer Denver. If I was going to retire, I think I'd go that direction. Except that they're getting the kind of
Denver, though, their weather is about screwy as ours.
No, well, their weather actually is better than our winter here.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, you would think of that.
Well, we like to have fun here, folks, and remember, we do get paid in hamburgers. So
that's right. Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Anybody that gets paid in hamburgers are just like two
keep
bags below the.
Before you get too critical of our broadcast, I'm a band director, but I've umpired softball and baseball for 20 years, and I've also coached baseball and softball. So here we are, getting ready to start the first pitch, and Manasseh is coming up to the plate. Manasseh. Wyrick, a left-hander. It's ready to deal, and the pitch is on the way. And it's drilled into right field, and it's going to get clear the wall. He's going to get at least 2, and I think they're probably going to hold him up at second.
Nope,
they're going to go third with him. It's going to be a close play.
He's out.
They called him safe. He kind of slid away from the tag. If he'd have kept running, that wouldn't even been close. because he kind of held up. When
Well, I
Round
wasn't
at
sure.
second.
He almost looked like he'd pulled something.
No, I don't think the coach, he didn't catch the sign from the coach. It's one thing, you young ball players out there, before you hit second base, you got to pick up that third base coach because he's telling you before you hit second base what he wants you to do.
No, we got a lead-off triple.
Hoke at the plate now. First pitch hitting was the Manasseh. First pitch is up and high and inside to Hoke, ball one. Wilmington playing back, not really worried about, it's early. Next pitch, another one up high. 2-0 on Hoke. Manasseh not getting a real big lead down third. The pitch. First one's in there for a strike. First strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Hoke. Manasseh on third. He just drilled that ball to right field.
And really, the wind is blowing almost in the,
it's
it's
kinda
shifting
coming,
back and
yeah.
forth.
That one's hit the right field also, and it's going to be fair. It's going to get the run in, and he's going to hold up at first with a single.
Long single.
Nice piece of hitting there by Hoke.
Well, Farmington scores quickly. No outs and already one in.
Carty up to bat now, right-hander. Hoke on first. Again, Wyrick catching. Wyrick pitching, and then Drew Carey is catching. My fault. Nice lead over there. The throw over. Gets back standing. No problems. Get a little bigger lead this time. Comes to the plate with it. First pitch, strike to Carty. He's extending that lead a little bit, but he come back. Ball high, kind of squared the bunt, did Carty, but pulled back when he saw where the pitch was. Drew Carey faked the throw to first. Trying to keep Hoke close down there at first.
He looks like he wants to steal.
Oh, nice pitch. Just a little high and outside, though. 2 balls, 1 strike. I guess it was high. Was it high? It was close, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very close.
I tell you, on a cold day like this, I believe that's a strike in my umpiring manual. You keep him swinging.
Well,
Bunt's laid down.
You're going to be here for 2 anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, huh?
Throw to first. Nice sacrifice by Carty. Get the runner over. So we have runner at second, 1 out, and Bentley coming to the plate, our number 4 hitter for the Farmington Falcons, which I guess are pretty close to Detroit.
About 20 minutes west, they said.
I better not say it. All right, here we go. All right, next pitch. Strike. First pitch to Bentley. I believe that's going to be Wyrick's key here. He's going to have to get ahead of these hitters because they mean some business when they come up. Looks like a well-coached team here, this Farmington, Michigan team. Next pitch is up and a ball. I don't think we mentioned it, but we got Roger the Dodger Thompson on the camera today.
I mentioned it.
Did you mention it?
Yeah, I did.
You can follow him on Facebook under Roger Thompson.
He has a big following.
Oh,
that was
pitch thrown behind the hitter, but Bentley somehow got out of the way of it. And Drew Carey caught it behind his back. 2 balls, 1 strike on Bentley. Next pitch, fouled straight back. 2-2.
Oh, they're down on the ground, got the blankets out, and they're drinking their whatever beverage there. I imagine it's hot.
Coffee, I would say.
You think it's coffee?
I'd
Do
say
they look
it's
old
coffee.
enough?
Yes.
They look old enough to drink coffee, Charlie?
Yes. The next pitch, Foul down the third base line. Looked like a little breaking ball thrown in there by Wyrick that time.
Do they look old enough to have a little toddy there going
No,
on? Okay,
no.
all right. Well, I just
I do,
No.
I would, and I
yeah. Well, I could use for my friends that bring me my Tim Hortons. They can add a little extra there, a little Jack Daniels on the side.
Tell you that wind has shifted. It's blowing left to right now.
It has, and it keeps shifting back and forth because it was blowing right to
Straight
left just a
out,
little while
yeah.
ago, and then straight out earlier.
Full count on the batter on Bentley. We got one out. Hoke down there on second after the nice sacrifice by Carty. The pitch, and it's hit
Popped up.
straight up to center field. Should be caught. It is. Runner tags. They're going to try to throw him.
He's in there.
Yeah, they hit the cutoff man. I tell you what, I would check him. I mean, he was close. I think he
Left on time.
left on time. But you know what? That was close enough. I believe I'd check him.
the first base.
Doesn't cost you anything to check, and every once in a while you can get a cheap out doing that.
You're just not very trusting, Charlie.
Well, I know. I tell you what, I try to use everything I can at my disposal. Do you think he left early?
No.
It was close. It was close. It was close. So we have a runner at third now. First pitch to Lovett is a ball. Big, tall first baseman here. Yeah, it looks like he could, if he gets
He looks
into
like he's
one.
like all muscle.
And that, of course, the flag's blowing back out now.
Good eye.
Just missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Wilmington, I think, will be fortunate to get out of here with just 1 run. If they can get the batter here, that's what's going to happen. The pitch. He is just missing. I tell you what, this first game, boys, is going to last a while because this umpire, he must love it cold out
Yeah,
here.
he likes that
3
small
balls,
strike
no
zone.
strikes. I know these guys are, high school, but you want them swinging. Ball 4.
May not be such a bad walk. Now, these umpires are not being paid by the hour, are they, Charlie?
No.
Are they on the hamburger menu?
Designated hitter, number 12,
No.
Satterfield.
Satterfield coming up to the plate. He's a big, tall, lanky right-hand hitter.
Well, hopefully
Number
they'll feed
12.
us between the games like they did the last doubleheader.
That's all you're looking for is them free hot dogs.
Yeah,
That's
free.
like Roger.
Listen to Charlie. He's the king of free, and he's telling me,
First pitch, strike.
It's a little better than hot dogs today.
oh, good. We got some of the Bogart's barbecue coming in.
So close. I think it's Dr. Jody Ames' barbecue.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, nice hot meal here today.
Next pitch, foul straight back. 0-2 on Satterfield. Be good if Wilmington could get out of this inning with only 1 run. We have runners at first and third. Lovett is down at first, and Hoke is on third. 0-2 on Satterfield. That's hit to right field. Should be caught, and it is.
There we go. Not bad to come back.
So no hits no errors that inning, but we had 1, 2 hits and a walk.
And a
we
run.
left two left on base, yes.
You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, with Charlie Hargrave and Roger the Dodger on our camera. He's swatting flies today. I noticed.
Rachel's going to be doing a little camera here later.
Oh, is she?
My wife, yeah.
And Roger, he's been collecting the flies. I noticed on one of our game film here from the other day that there was a fly that was flying around the video. So,
Get it out of the way.
yeah, well,
Yeah, rough.
Pitching for the Falcons is Finn. He's a right-hander. You just wonder how many pitchers these guys have on Farmington since they just played a doubleheader yesterday. I mean, that might be in Wilmington's advantage. You might not be seeing their top pitchers today.
Guesses you're not. Maybe second game, maybe.
yeah, usually they're going to throw at least one of the good pitchers because they're going to hope for a split. And if they get the 2-game win, then all the more for them.
Leading off is going to be Hottinger, then Keller, then Kraus, and if they get that far, Woolery is going to be batting fourth. So we're getting ready to start the bottom of the first.
Leading off.
1-0.
Number 18, Ryan Hottinger.
Ryan Hottinger coming to the plate. The right fielder, he had a lot of action that first inning. A bunch of balls hit his way. Pitching from the stretch already. This must be one of their normal. Hopefully that wasn't our car.
I heard that.
Was it fouled back?
Yeah, that could have been our car. Thanks there, Hottinger. Appreciate that.
I don't even know why you worry about it. Your car is so old, Charlie, that would probably give it a little bit of character.
Strike also, so 0-2, Hottinger down quick, 0-2. He needs to choke up and protect here. Choke up on the bat, just try to make contact, get the ball in play, see if something happens. Way outside on that one by Finn. Finn must be a reliever because he is pitching just purely from the stretch every pitch here. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's outfielder. And pitch.
So he also plays outfield.
So like I said, that might benefit the Hurricane today a little bit if they're not seeing their number 1, number 2 pitchers. Next pitch, strike 3. Actually, probably swung at ball 3 there. That was a little bit outside.
Yeah, it was outside.
Okay, next batter up's Brad Keller. Second baseman here for the Cane. Right-handed hitter. First pitch is fouled off right into the umpire. Maybe he'll widen that strike zone now. That's kind of a cool thing the Farmington Hills catcher just did. He just went out the mound, give the umpire a chance to recoup a little bit. So, that ball got fouled straight back right into his chest protector. And even though they have all that protection on, there's a reason they call catcher's equipment and home plate umpire's equipment the tools of ignorance. You know what I mean? You know you're going to get hit or hurt sometime probably during a game. Just do your best, try to protect yourself. 0-1 pitch on the way. A little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He does have a pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like a nice pitch, but I think that one was a little high. But it was right over the middle of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. That pitch just a little bit on the outside. Not seeing much junk here from Finn. Looks like he's just pretty much throwing fastballs. Next pitch. Fouled. I think that was fouled, wasn't it? Foul tip.
I don't know, but
Kind of looked like it took a little hop off the bat there. 2-2. Catcher caught it, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's hit to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly. Throws to first, and they get the out. 6-3. Ground out.
2 up, 2 out.
Stephen Kraus coming to the plate.
Stop. Number 22, Stephen Kraus.
He knocked one out, and then they walked him 3 straight times on purpose.
Against Hillsborough. So Stephen Kraus has had a home run this year. First pitch to Kraus, foul straight back. I can hit all the cards at once. Mine's not over there.
In a program note, when we get done with our 2 games here, we're going to be going to Generations Pizza.
All right.
Yeah,
Get some pizza tonight.
That's
all
where
right.
we're going, Charlie. We're going to do a program.
We're stepping up from hamburgers. All right. Ball's hit between short and
That's a
third.
base
Base hit.
No, we're going to do the Razor's Edge tonight from 7 to 9 from Generations Pizza. You can come out and see us and buy Charlie some pizza because he'll probably be hungry. He's hungry 24/7.
Also, Whitney Arrowwood's coming out tonight to talk to you.
That's your.
The holistic health girl, yeah.
All right.
And you need to tell them sometime today about Thursday.
Oh, you mean your show?
Yeah.
You want me to mention your show,
Well,
Charlie?
yeah, I do.
Well, that
nice
would be a shameless
lead
plug.
here by Kraus. No, it's shameless if I do it.
I can't.
If you do it, it's
I
not
can't even
shameless.
remember the name of your program. It's so long.
Keep calm and chaz on.
Yeah, that's a real catchy name there.
Keep calm and chaz on.
Sounds like something.
Oh, 2 balls thrown over to first base. That one just about got away.
You're going to be talking pharmacy or what?
Keep calm and chaz on. Going to talk cruising, baby. Car shows, hot rods.
Right, and we will be doing car shows there later in May, I guess, from Generations, right, Charlie?
Yep, first pitch in the Lori's a strike. Cleanup hitter, he's the DH today. Second one, kind of got full there. Was that a little bit of a change-up?
Look.
0-2 on Lori. Nice lead by Kraus at first.
Ooh.
Ball throwed high and tight.
A little bit of chin action there just to back him off the plate a little.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And he strikes out.
Nice pitch.
2 Ks that inning for Finn. So we have 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And we're getting ready to go to the top of the second with Farmington up 1-0. Wind is picking up. We had terrible winds here in the area yesterday. Saw several trees down on our way over from Sabina to Wilmington.
Yeah, I lost a big pine tree yesterday. Why isn't our screen coming on here?
Have we not been on the air?
I can't tell.
At least you're getting us well, you're not getting recorded.
Well, the reason probably is because we're not plugged in. But it is being recorded, but the battery shouldn't be that low either. Are we not plugged into the... Oh, well, you got to do both, right?
Who hooked this stuff up?
Roger's going to try to blame himself. I know. Roger, you take the bullet.
So we haven't been recording or anything?
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh, we have been recording, okay.
Yeah. We just haven't been broadcasting. Or at least not till whenever it turned
The
off.
right fielder, number 7, Newhart.
I'm surprised Angie didn't send you something.
No. You're the one with the phone blowing up.
Newhart at the plate, top of the second. First pitch in there for a ball. Again, Wyrick pitching. He's a left-hander for Wilmington. Next pitch is hit out to right field. Should be caught, and it is. Called by Hottinger. Williamson coming to the plate right now.
Left fielder, number 37, Williamson.
We just realized that we weren't live, so right now just catch everybody up. It's 1-0, and we're in the top of the second with 1 out. Williamson at the plate. Farmington's leading 1-0.
And actually, that would have been whenever we ran out of power as far as the laptop, and then it just went off, and then it resumed. So
we've been on and off.
We've been on and off, yeah.
Okay.
So we're back on.
Hopefully you guys caught the beginning of that. We are back on. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Williamson. Next pitch. Inside. 2-2. Umpire thought about calling a strike, then kind of backed off. Full count. That wind's blowing straight out again.
Yeah, it changes frequently, so it's probably swirling.
Strike 3.
Good pitch.
That's the first K of the day for Wyrick. And we have 2 outs, and coming to the bat is Magnum. Is that right? Magnum?
The third baseman, number 8, Magram.
Magram.
Like when I announced the lineups, I called it Magnum.
I think he did too. First pitch hitting, fly out big, pop out to the second baseman. That thing was going to draw rain. So 1-2-3 inning there for the Cane. And coming to bat for them will be Wells, McCune, and Ames. 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Hurricane. Like Rick told you, we do have the Razor's Edge tonight. That's 7 to 9. So if you like to talk politics, and can people call into that show, Rick, or not yet?
They are taking phone calls from guests.
Oh, just guests. Okay.
But we probably won't be ready for phone calls till next week. All right, we're on. There's a bigger delay on KRC than what I thought, because I went off the air with Dave and then I listened in, and there was like 3 minutes between there.
Well, especially if you're listening to iHeartRadio.
Yeah, I couldn't have gotten away with saying anything there.
Yep. So here we go, bottom of the second. Farmington just getting ready to finish up their in-between inning infield tosses and warm-up pitches. I'm not sure how long we were off the air there, but we do apologize.
Well, it was whenever we ran out of juice in the notebook, and got it plugged back in.
Tyler Wells.
Everything else was plugged in other than the laptop. The laptop is what we use to be able to connect to the internet to broadcast with. The video was continuing to record.
So you guys
that's
will,
a separate system. So
you'll
won't
get
be
to see all that tomorrow then.
Right. Tomorrow, probably sometime around 3 to 4 o'clock. This processing for baseball games has been taking a little longer than our basketball games. I don't know why, because they're essentially the same length. But we'll also have the second game, which will probably be available tomorrow evening. And then Razor's Edge will probably be available sometime Monday or Tuesday morning. I keep thinking this is Saturday, but obviously this is Sunday. So it may be available tomorrow evening late.
2 balls, 1 strike on Tyler Wells there. The left-handed hitter for Wilmington, the first baseman. Kind of a weak cut there on that one.
Yeah, and it was way outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Finn still pitching from the stretch. Full count. Well, Wilmington needs a base runner.
Right, they need to get some people on base. They need to be a little more patient with this pitcher because he has been frequently outside. There's a
Ball
walk.
4. Brady
The
McCune
center fielder, number 11, Brady McCune.
coming up.
He's been fairly consistent where he's been throwing, because even on the right-handers, he's been inside, and on
Right.
the left-handers, he's been outside.
Fouled straight back. First pitch by McCune. Roger had a duck. He thought it was coming right at him.
Roger knows you'd protect him, Charlie. You put those big paws up and block it.
Probably pull him in front of me. Here, Roger, come here. Next pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, runner at first. That's Tyler Wells. That'd be nice. McCune get a little bat on the ball here. Try to get to the right side with it. Big hole over there. Ball outside. But that wind's probably consistent 15, 20 mile an hour wind, wouldn't you guys say?
I would imagine. The flag is blowing every which way. You can see the uniforms, particularly on the picture, it was blowing right to left, but the flag was left to right, so I think it's swirling.
Oh, nice pitch. A little bit outside, almost too close to take there, but Brady McCune took it. I think kind of tailed back in at the end. Kind of like a screwball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh,
Wow, okay. Nice strikeout there by Finn. That ball was in the same place as the previous one. Actually, I thought it was worse.
The third baseman, number 13, DJ Ames.
Ames coming to the plate, 1 out. He's just a freshman. Pretty good little stick, go. Ball 1. Pitch hit right shortstop. Oh, he boots it. Throw to second. And safe at first.
gets the lead runner.
Yeah, so we have the lead runner is out at second. Yeah. 2 outs. Runner at
Left
first.
fielder, number 27, Brett Bell.
Brett Bell coming up, another left-hander. Boy, Ames getting a big lead over there. He's being a little gutsy. I believe they're going to at least throw over once on him. Nope. Ball low, too. Yep. Bell is a left-hander. Left fielder, left-hander. There goes Ames. Ball's low in the dirt. Gets by. So he makes it to second on a pass ball. So runner at second there for Brett Bell. Try to bring around the tying run. Big hole open through the left side if he can put it there. Pitcher wanting the catcher to come out. They got runner at second. This team, who knows, maybe they go to a different set of signals when they have a runner at second.
Or they might have a play on.
And there's all kinds of little baseball innuendos that you can do here that people don't even realize. It's like, when you have a runner on second, one thing teams will do is like they'll look where the catcher's setting up outside, and the guy on second can kind of make a cue to the batter. Hey, they're lining up outside. Watch for the outside ball. Ball's drilled to left field. It's dropped by the left fielder.
Coming in.
Runner coming around the score. He's going to be safe. Oh, they're going to get the runner going to second, though, I think.
He's safe.
He's out. But Wilmington ties it up.
It's all right. Good hustle and being aggressive. Could have had a base there, but thrown out at second base. But Hurricane now have tied it up 1-1.
Yep, the ball was hit to the left fielder and looked like he was going to catch it. It was kind of tailing. Wasn't as easy as catch as it looked, and he dropped it. Runner scored from second. And
umpire's talking to the Farmington coach there about something.
The runner scored from second, and then our batter, Brett Bell, tried to go to second on the throw home, but made his decision way too late and got thrown out. It was a close play at second, but you got to make that decision earlier if you're going to do that.
So they're talking about something there.
I think he's thinking maybe he didn't touch home plate or something. The Farmington coach, he's not really arguing. They're just discussing it out there. I don't think it's you're not going to change an umpire's minds. There's no sense in the only thing you can do sometimes, and that's only if the other umpire is looking. Which in baseball, you only use 2 umpires. Yeah, you could ask the other umpire sometimes for help, but that rarely occurs. So it's 1-1, and we're heading to the top of the third. And the top of the lineup coming up, Manasseh, Hoke, and Carty coming up. We have tennis sensation Bill Wells in the house.
Who's coming up, Charlie?
Manasseh, Hoke, and Cardi, top of the order. How's Bill Wells?
Good, how you doing?
All right, he don't even know who I am.
He just got out of prison. Charlie Hargrave.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I know you are now.
See, you don't age. I age. That's the problem.
Well, I've been told that a few times.
So what are you up to these days, Mr. Wells?
Still running around for UPS.
Still UPS, and how many years you been doing that?
You are, really?
Huh?
No.
The
Yeah.
center fielder, number 28, Manasseh.
Well, you don't want me to tell everybody that you work at UPS or what? All right. Manasseh up the bat. First pitch in for a strike.
Nice pitch.
Like a little breaking ball there.
Pretty good day, actually.
Yeah. Was you here for the Lebanon game?
Drilled to right field.
That's out.
See ya.
Home run.
Well, just as quick as Wilmington tied it up, Wilmington now falling behind 2-1.
I tell you what, that Manasseh, he hit the first one like a freaking rocket, and that one was a rocket.
Got out of here real quick.
Over the
Right field line.
320 mark, but that thing probably went 340, 350 feet in the air.
Wasn't real high, it was just a shot.
It was on line. That's the even scarier part. He just drilled it.
The second baseman, number 10, Hoke.
Hoke coming up 2-1 here, top of the third, nobody out. Wyrick still on the mound. Pitch. Inside, ball one.
He'll be fine. He threw 5 the other, 340 the other day.
He what?
He threw 40 the other day, 5 RBIs.
Well, yeah, but he had 3 strikeouts against Hillsborough.
Foul bunt by Hoke.
He'll be fine.
And that's not, he's never had 3 strikeouts in his life.
One ball, one strike.
You ever have?
No.
I missed that last pitch by good. He'll be fine.
Oh, I know.
Strike two. Fastball outside corner. Swinging strike.
What's wrong with his elbows?
Is that right? Tyler said he didn't think he's 100%. His right elbow's not. I knew it.
Drilled down the left field line, but
Foul.
I
foul.
knew that would be a problem going from basketball right into this. I knew his arm wasn't built up yet.
One ball, two strikes. Yeah, Mr. Wells, you need to watch this stuff on campusnation.com. We've got several of the games on there already.
That's what I heard. That's what somebody was, my mom, I think my wife was telling me. They go to campusnation.com.
Yep. Next pitch ends, ball in. 2-2 on the batter, Hoke.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, just busy. Teaching still down at Greenfield, yeah. Nice curveball. Hit down to third. They got to make it quick. That's a slow roller. Got him.
Good play.
Are you guys do the Harry Carey thing of 7th inning stretch or whatever?
No, we don't sing it. See, 7 innings, it's over, you know.
Yeah, Charlie spent
No.
all his voice lesson money on something else. I think he bought Hearst or something.
Cardi coming to the plate. 1 out.
He got Herbie his feet.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get looking at this job?
Rick.
That's what Nancy said. So where's Jim? Oh, he's upstairs.
Ball high
This thing you do in person.
to Cardi. Cardi, first time, laid down a nice little sacrifice bunt.
Gene said that. Doesn't sound like Jim at all.
Yeah. Look at it.
Ball just a little inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Baseball's one of those sports that kids don't get a lot of, like recognition, like during basketball season, and how the kids.
Ooh, called strike that time on the outside corner.
So on.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rick said, this year I want somebody at every game doing the PA, every game.
Well, Tupper did it last year for the varsity. He's playing reserve, didn't he? He said it was fun. They got her. I was
yeah.
clowning around. I was having fun.
Little high, little outside.
3 balls, 1 strike on Cardi.
That's what Nancy, go see Jim. It's cold down here.
Looks like the wind's blowing straight out again.
Ball 4.
Well, Farmington with another base runner.
And coming to the plate is Bentley, who flew out to center his first time up.
The catcher, number 4, Bentley.
Yeah, they've not had any problem tagging the ball.
No. Now, I tell you that, Manasseh, he's a beast.
Not in this game. He'll probably play next game.
First pitch, swing and strike.
How'd she do that?
Guys going to opening day, are you?
I'm not. My daughter's got 6 rows back from me. Behind the visitor's got
Stolen
Runner takes off, steals a base, not even offered as the throw down.
that Drew catcher.
Not sure why they didn't try to throw him. I mean, I don't know if they'd have got him.
Yeah,
But
he had a
had a good jump,
jump.
but still, I mean, got to make the effort. You never know what could happen down there. A guy could slide off the base. Two balls, one strike on Bentley, and we have Carty at second base.
Looks like the Falcons want to try to get another run here and go up by maybe a 2-run lead here. A little more comfortable than just that one run.
Pitch, it's
Oh.
hit the left field, and he's running back.
The wind.
That thing goes clear to the wall. That wind helped it out. What the run's going to score, and Bentley's going to pull in the second with a double.
So now a 2-run lead, 3-1.
That thing just kept going and going and going.
Well, the wind, it's been changing direction frequently, but it was blowing out, and the ball was carrying, and it was obvious from looking at the left fielder that he didn't expect it to get over his head. He looked like he was either trying to pick it up or it just kept carrying and went over his head to the wall. That's why at the beginning of the game when the wind was blowing out, I figured anybody gets the ball up in the air has a good chance.
Love it at the plate with Bentley on second. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch on its way. Strike 2.
Well, they got a base runner.
Courtesy runner.
Number 6 coming in. Who is that, Jim?
Jake Brewer.
Jake Brewer coming in, I think, as a courtesy runner because Bentley is the catcher. Foul back. I don't think that one hit a car. I hope not.
I was looking over at mine.
It's kind of heading our direction. Yes.
It would have had to curl more. It sort of was between my car and your car, Charlie. Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen those.
Next pitch. All curveball hit right to the second baseman. They'll get the out at first, and the runner will advance to third.
So we have 2 outs.
Yes, 2 outs.
1 man on at third base.
Bentley at third. Satterfield, the DH, coming up. And
Designated hitter.
his first time up, he flew out to right field.
And we've got right now Farmington with a 3-1 lead over the Hurricane.
Top of the third. Of the first of 2 games here today.
That's right, yeah.
I'm glad we were inside. First pitch in for a strike to Satterfield, who is our DH today for Farmington. Next pitch is hit
Good hit.
right in between short and third. Base hit. That's going to score the run. Satterfield will stay at first.
So the lead is now 3. It's 4-1. Farmington over the Hurricane.
The right fielder, number 7, Newhart.
2 out.
They've been getting some timely hits, that's for sure.
Newhart also flew out to right last time up. Satterfield getting a kind of a short lead at first. First pitch swinging at actually it was a ball outside, but he swung at it. Newhart.
They like to hack, that's for sure. They're up there to swing. They're not up there to take pitches.
That can be good and that can be bad.
Oh,
Oh, hit by pitch. Newhart looks all right. He took one on the left elbow there.
The left fielder, number 37, Williamson.
So runners at first and second. Williamson coming to the plate. He struck out the first time up. 2 outs. Umpire's checking to make sure that he's ready to go on, and he is. Pitch. Strike 1 to Williamson.
now I just wonder, because we've got space available below, I just wonder if some of these people to the right of us, which would be the Farmington side, if we've actually got some parents that have made the trip.
Oh, I'm sure some of them did. If they just come to Ohio. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Newhart.
Two ladies out there trying to light a grill.
Yeah, well, they're probably going to cook in between. They don't realize that.
Well, coach told them, but
Well, some of these people may have, they may have brought their own food and they're going to camp out or they're going to tailgate regardless.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4-1 here in the top part of the 3rd inning. Farmington.
From a tailgate standpoint, we even saw that with the Hurricane. They were tailgating at some of the basketball games, and particularly up there at State. We had some people out in the parking lot lighting up the fires.
2-2 on the batter. Runners first and second. The pitch, and it's hit straight to center.
In the air.
Should be caught,
There
and
you
it
go.
is. Fly out to center. For the
That was
3rd
one
out.
that got up into the air that didn't get out far enough. So, after 2 innings, we're in the top of the 3rd. It's
Bottom of the third, heading that
4-1.
way.
Yeah, Hurricane going to get their chance to put some runs on the scoreboard. 4-1.
2 left on base that inning. Had a home run that inning and a double, a single, and had everything but a triple that inning for Farmington. Coming up, Cleveland Rocks. Drew Carey will be the first batter for Wilmington. Ryan Hodiger will be second, and Brad Keller third. As Finn looks like he's still on the mound out there.
Already, that's right.
You guys want?
AJ would be right at home here. We've got a guy with a Wolverines jacket on over there.
I can't believe AJ didn't want to do this game.
AJ's working today. That's the reason that he didn't do the game.
Wow.
He's not working tomorrow, and he's not working Thursday, and we don't have games either day. But he said he might come down, Charlie, just disrupt your first show.
He probably will.
There you go, call Bob Michigan.
That's all right. The more in the peanut gallery, the merrier.
You see that? He brings his wife, and he's calling you the peanut gallery.
Oh, it's talking about Thursday. Where did you get that at? Dang, what a stretch. 4-1. Getting ready here to start the bottom of the 3rd.
25, Drew Carey.
Cleveland Rocks. Drew Carey's coming to bat. He is a very thin, left-handed hitter. He's one of those dudes, you look at him, if he sticks the tongue out, he's standing sideways, he looks like a zipper. He's that thin. Somebody needs to feed this boy. Wind's kicking up. Pitcher backs off. Finn backs off the mound. So we got 9-1-2 coming up for the Wilmington Hurricane. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Looks like the strike zone's getting wider.
Well, it should have been from the beginning. We just realized it's getting a little cold out there. Second ball's fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Finn out ahead of him real quick here. Now, again, just, if you're a young ball player at home watching this, this is where you want to shorten up on the bat, choke up a little bit, just get the bat on the ball, try to move it somewhere. I always say that, no one ever does it, but that's the way you should be taught. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rachel, you remember that. Choke up if you're angry
You
with
got two-
Charlie.
you got
just
2
choke
strikes.
up and go to whaling.
Fouled off again. I think I got that forward back there that time.
No, I don't think so. That looked like that was further out. I got Roger checking it out for me.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Drew Carey up. Oh, the umpire wanted to call it strike 3 and didn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice pitch there by Finn. I don't know how these guys take that pitch, 2 strikes. Fouled back. Carey staying tough. This kid's probably what, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2"? Is he that tall? 6 foot maybe? I don't even think he weighs. I'd say he weighs about 95. Oh, is that Max's? Well, I knew Max. Max is a good guy. Yep. Max was a little bit more built, though. Strike 3 on Drew Carey for the first out here at the bottom of the 3rd. Heininger coming up, and his first time at the plate, he struck out also.
18, Ryan Hottinger.
Left-handed hitter Hottinger.
Yeah, Drew's older brother played for me in Knothole.
Jim Carey. First pitch in there for a strike.
Jim Carey writes. Charlie.
I don't know. What's his name?
You're the Hollywood type, aren't you?
Oh, that's always funny. Here you go. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. Oh, give him a strike here on the inside corner. I had a little break to it. No balls, 2 strikes. Hottinger quickly behind. Next pitch. Ball outside. Just kind of a throwaway pitch here by Finn. Next pitch on his way. Inside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 3rd, 1 out.
Oh,
Strike 3, another K. Coming to the plate, Brad Keller. Brad Keller grounded out his first time up. 6-3 shortstop. First pitch, strike. It's Finn. He's not messing around. He's getting those first pitch strikes. Little breaking ball down the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another strike. Outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two. Tell you, one thing I noticed about this Farmington team, and many of you may not notice it unless you're actually watching the game, a lot of times, like, they get 2 strikes, they're adjusting their outfielders around. I don't think they're adjusting them by pitch, but they're just adjusting by the count. Strike 3. Wow, that was close. That was too close to take, obviously, because of strike 3, but it did look a little outside. 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down, 3 straight Ks there. All we needed out there that inning was the pitcher and catcher.
so after 3.
It's 4-1.
Right.
And heading to the top of the 4th, they're going to start out with Mangrum, then Manasseh.
Anyway, it was Brian Carey
Hoke.
that I coached.
Oh, Brian Carey?
Brian was the older brother. Right. And he was a pitcher, and a pretty good pitcher.
He's Drew's older brother.
Right. Yeah, there's actually 3
Oh,
Carey men
who's
besides
that one,
Max.
Jim?
Here you go again, Charlie.
Jim Carey. Got some fun out here, guys. 4-1. Wilmington's getting beat Wilmington looked like they're going to be able to stay with them that first inning or two. But this last inning, they scored 3 runs. And the boy that hit the home run is coming up second. That Manasseh. If I'm coaching Wilmington, I'm saying don't give him anything to hit. I mean, I don't know if I want to intentionally walk him, but the only thing I might throw to him would just be high fastballs. In that way, maybe if he hits it, he might pop out. Wilmington ending their infield. Looks like we're getting ready to get started here. Top of the fourth. First batter up is Magram. He flew out, just popped out actually to the second baseman his first time at the plate. I tell you, Finn is
The third baseman.
getting some
number
Ks
8,
chalked
Magram.
up. Finn has 6 Ks, on the day. Well, Wilmington's pitcher. He has 1 K on the day. Magram up, like I say, popped out to the second baseman first time up.
Nice.
First pitch, strike into Magram. Third baseman here for the Farmington Falcons. Next pitch, foul. I think that's out of play. Isn't
It's
it?
out.
Yes. No, it's still in play. Foul ball. They just lost it. I lost it too because we're in this booth. Couldn't tell where it went. Could you?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I did it at the end.
We never buy a bench.
No balls, 2 strikes, fouled in foul territory. They're just behind first base. No one could get to it, though. That wind may have held it in the park, actually.
I think that's probably the case. It was headed out.
Oh, wow.
What?
Hit him.
I thought so.
Hit by pitch.
Just got his uniform.
Yep, and here we go.
The center fielder, number 28, Manasseh.
Manasseh at the plate, runner at first. The right fielder is already about 10 feet from the wall. I don't blame him. And he's going to lay a bunt down. Check that out. That's giving yourself up for the team. Sacrifice.
Why the hell didn't he throw a second? Wow.
So Manasseh pulls the sacrifice off. 1 out.
That's a good time to play.
I'm sure, Wilmington doesn't have any problem with that.
The second baseman, number 10, Hoke.
Hoke coming up. His first time up, he singled. Second time, grounded out the third. Pitch is on the way. He lays down a nice, sweet bunt.
Oh, no. He got it.
Wow. Threw him out at first base. Nice scoop by the first baseman from Wilmington,
Tyler Wells.
Tyler Wells.
And we got 2 outs. The shortstop, number 3, Carty.
2 outs. Bunted around nice. I tell you, that's so nice to see teams bunt. I mean, that is such a lost art anymore. And if you can bunt, I tell you, the bunt can create so many things, especially more in the softball end than down here, but it can create a lot of things down here. First pitch, foul back.
Sometimes it'll cause a defense to make bad judgments.
Exactly. I've seen bunts turn into people scoring. The batter scoring even. 2 outs, runner at third. Pitches up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carty. Carty has a sacrifice and a walk. So he's 0 for 0. But did score a run on his walk. Wow. He called that a strike,
That looked a little outside.
Ball's
a
about
little
6 inches to a foot outside. Like I told you guys, he's getting cold. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that might have been a little curve. That might have broke a little late.
It was curved there.
2-2.
I curved right back in there.
4-1. Farmington up. Wind is howling, folks. Ball's chipped down to first base. He'll take it on his own, and that's the inning. So, no runs, no hit. Excuse me, let's see. Yep, no runs.
There was at least a hit there, wasn't it? Because a couple sacrifices.
No, because it was hit by pitch.
Yeah,
They
okay.
got on by the hit by pitch.
Yeah.
And 2 bunt overs.
So they were bunting twice and moved him over to third. They were going for an extra run there.
Yeah, trying to get a little insurance, playing some small ball. I liked it.
Well, I think that, also with the bunting and that, they probably were getting in some bunting practice. They were, who knows what they're achieving there. They may have thought that they'd catch the Hurricane off guard, and as you say, it would develop into a score.
You never know. I tell you what, you throw that ball away and it goes down the right field line, your batter runner could be ending up at third base.
Well, with the wind the way it is, there's just a lot of factors here that could be involved in a bunt turning into
Looks like we
something.
have a new pitcher, don't we? Or is this still the same pitcher?
Same one.
Same pitcher. Okay, looked like he grew an inch. Must be the wind.
Your eyeballs go bad.
That could be my eyeballs are going bad. But that's Rick's eyeballs. My ears are
Yeah,
going
it's your
bad.
ears.
So coming up for the Hurricane here in the bottom of the fourth, Stephen Krause, Chris Worry, and Tyler Wells. Hurricane need to get a little run, another run or two in here to get this thing close. Just like the other night, we thought Wilmington was in good shape, and the Greenfield McLean Tigers come storming back.
No, you're talking about the
softball game, yeah.
Yeah, Greenfield didn't fare quite as well with
No,
the baseball.
baseball they got drilled,
Run rolled.
but actually pulled out the victory over here at Wilmington.
Yeah, I think the final score with that Greenfield game was like
15
15 to 5 or something.
Oh, they score? Okay.
Yeah, I think Greenfield did score a few runs.
Krause up to the plate. Hit a base hit his first time up. In between short and
There.
third. First pitch hitting. Ball is gone.
There you go. And that's, getting it up there in the wind.
Hit that to left field, left center, and that thing went out about the 335
You
mark.
get that, Roger? There you go.
Probably went about 350, 360.
So it's 4-2.
4-2, and that's what the Cane needs. Just get back in it little by little.
And no outs.
This poor kid here needs to hit. He's in a slump.
Worry coming to the plate.
Designated hitter number 4, Chris Wallery.
He played on the team that went to the Final Four in state basketball here in Ohio. First pitch is fouled out of play.
Get something out over the plate and let him hit it.
Pitch is on its way. Strike 2. Worry down quick. 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, it hit the right field. Might drop. It does drop. Base hit.
Hey, any way you can get them. That could be the start of something better, right?
It needs to be.
So, nobody out. Tying run comes to the plate.
15, Tyler Wells.
Tyler Wells, first inning, first at bat, drew a walk. Worry's on first, getting a pretty good lead over there. He's off to the races. Pitch, third down. Ball gets by. He's in there with a stolen base.
Well, as tall as he is, those long legs, he's kind of fast, so why not run him? Put another player in scoring position.
That was a ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
it was in the dirt.
And when his dad tried to do that, everybody said, "Now unhook the trailer."
You know his dad, Charlie?
Yeah. Unhook the trailer. Is that what they said? His dad's up here running the mic, so we have to give him a little bit of crap. One ball, one strike on Tyler Wells. So first time up, he walked. Oh, 0-2. 0-2. Our fault. I was looking at the scoreboard. Next pitch. There we go. Now it's one ball, two strikes. We were just predicting the future.
All right, let's get a hit here.
Wind blowing out. Inside with that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wonder if that coach is maybe rethinking doing that sacrificing and all that last inning. Especially if Wilmington does come back here. Oh, strike 3. He swung at that pitch, and that was a foot outside.
Yeah, bad swing.
Brady McCune coming up. His first time out, but he struck out.
He looked like he was swinging at something he was predicting rather than something that actually was there.
Ball low by Brady McCune.
Oh.
Strike 1 on the swing by McCune. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 4-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. We have Chris Worley out on second. Got there via base hit and a steal.
Nope.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Brady McCune, center fielder. DJ Ames on deck. We had a base hit the first time up. Be nice to get that runner in for Wilmington out there on second.
Oh.
Drop, third strike. And he throws it, almost throws it away, but they get the strikeout.
Chris goes to third.
Or he does advance to third on that. Catcher dropped to third strike.
The third baseman, number 13, DJ Ames.
Less than 2 outs. First base is unoccupied. Catcher drops the third strike. They have to throw him out at first or tag him, which they did. DJ Ames, 1 for 1, had a base hit the first time up.
I imagine they'll bring Chris on anything that gets beyond the catcher. He's down.
First one's in the dirt. I about said in the ditch. That's good. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball's hit to the right side. Right fielder camps under it, and that's our third out. So Wilmington does score a run, and they leave 1 on base. They had 2 hits. No errors that inning. And we have a 4-2 score. Heading to the top of 5. Coming up will be Bentley, Lovett, and Satterfield for the Falcons of Farmington, Michigan. Looks like our pitcher, Wyrick, is still in the game. There's a bunch of trees down, wasn't there?
I live in the woods and full of ash trees, so they're all dead. Every one of them.
Rick said he had a tree down. All your ash trees are down because the ash bug or whatever. Ash
Taken
borer.
out 130 last
Take out 130 trees.
year. There's 1,000 of them dead
Wow.
in the wood. Every time the wind blows, I just go out and get the chainsaw gassed up, sit there and wait. Yeah, this was a big one this morning. It took about 2 hours to get it cleaned up. And probably 15, 20 feet of it still in the woods. Cleaned up at least 40 foot of it. And when they're dead, and when they hit, the tops of them just explode. They just go everywhere. What we got, Bentley?
Yep, coming up, we have Bentley and then Lovett and Satterfield.
The catcher, number 4, Bentley.
Bentley is 1 for 2. He had a double and then flew out to center. You want a break? She'll run it for a while.
That feedback on that mic.
First pitch in there for a ball.
Top five.
Second pitch is hit to center. Hit pretty far, pretty deep. It's over the center fielder's head. It rolls clear to the wall. He's going to stop at second with a double. It's his second double of the day.
The first baseman, number 25, Lovett.
Lovett coming to the plate. He has a walk and then grounded out front to the second baseman.
Courtesy runner for the catcher.
Yep, another courtesy runner coming out for the catcher. That's number 6, who is Brewer coming out.
I wouldn't sit outside and watch this game.
I know.
I'd be in my car.
First pitch inside to Lovett. He's the first baseman for Farmington. Next pitch comes to plate, lined at the second baseman, kind of boots it, but he throws on to first,
Okay.
get the out. Runner goes to third. So runner at third, 1 out. Satterfield coming to the plate. He has a base hit and a fly out to right field.
The designated hitter, number 12, Satterfield.
First pitch to Satterfield. Inside, ball 1. I'll tell you, we're in this booth, which is nice because we can just hear that wind whipping, folks.
Yeah, and I can see the blankets down there. They can barely keep them over them.
Next pitch is hit to left center.
That's a gapper.
Oh, center fielder almost made a nice play on it, but gets by him.
He's still down.
Goes into second with a double. Does Satterfield and the run scores. 5-2. Farmington. Nice effort.
Right fielder, number 7, Newhart.
Nice effort out there by Brady McCune. We didn't think he had a chance to get to it. And almost come up with a heck of a play.
He's trying to get a thumbs up. He's all right.
Making sure the center fielder's all right before we go on. So we got Satterfield now.
That's Newhart.
Satterfield's at second base. And Newhart at the plate. Newhart flew out to the right fielder and got hit by pitch. First pitch is in there for a ball.
Yeah, almost got hit again. Looks like they must be playing a doubleheader up there, the middle schools.
I think it got several teams involved. I've seen several different colors up there. Ball hit through the gap. They're going to try to send the runner. He's coming to the plate.
Safe.
Scores without any problem. So 6-3, and Newhart will be credited with base hit and goes to second on the throw of the plate.
37, Williamson.
Williamson at the bat. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out to center and a strikeout.
He called strike or ball?
I think he called it a ball.
And it's 6-2, right, Charlie?
Yep.
It's 6-3. I'm trying to see if there's some other. Yeah, we've got some gold-colored jerseys out there.
Coming to the plate. Ball's hit the left field. He's going to score. Throw down the second. The ball goes into center field. We got all kinds of errors going on here. They're thinking about sending him. Now they're going to hold him up. So Newhart scores.
Number 5 in the bullpen.
Williamson gets a base hit and goes to third on the errors.
That's Manser.
One out.
The third baseman, number 8, Magner. I didn't say
Magram up.
Magnum and Manger.
Yeah, we're getting our
Ball's hit the second
tied up.
base. Holds the runner at third. Gets the out at first.
And we got
2 outs.
here's Manasseh.
Yep, and here's the big dog.
All right,
Number 28, Manasseh.
7-2. The Hurricane can ill afford to put any more runs on Farmington's part of the scoreboard here.
And this is their big hitter. And he pops one up. It looks like the shortstop was calling. It's going to drop. That wind got a hold of that, and wow. That's going to be a base hit.
Yeah,
but
the wind is
should have
definitely a
been
factor.
caught. Shortstop was calling for it. It ended up dropping a couple feet away from the second baseman. That's how bad the wind is here today, folks.
The second baseman, number 10, Hope.
Yeah, we've said all along you get it up in the air and anything can happen.
8-2. Manasseh on first. First pitch is a strike. I think the umpire is getting colder. Hoke is at the plate. We got 2 outs.
Is that because of the icicles hanging on his chin?
Could be. Throw to first. Manasseh was only 2 or 3 feet off the base. Got back easily. Next pitch.
Looks like
Ball.
Tell you what, you've got to be a good fan to hang around in weather like this.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike. 8-2. Top of 5. Ball's hit right back to the pitcher. Should be an easy third out, and it is. So, 4 runs crossed the plate that inning for the Farmington Falcons on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 5 hits, excuse me. And Wilmington did have a couple errors that inning.
Just a couple. Yeah. Well, I mean, part of that, obviously, those errors were a result of, I think, this incredibly strong wind that's, and I don't think that the wind is blowing in one particular direction. I think that there's a lot of swirling, and so it's almost impossible once the ball is up in the air to determine if you're in the outfield.
Are you saying they're like cyclonic winds?
Yes, cyclonic. What is this, a commercial for a vacuum cleaner or something there, Charlie? I think he's a psycho.
Cyclone. That's a good song.
It's the hurricane, Charlie.
It's the hurricane winds. Is that what you're trying to say here?
It's not working to the benefit of the hurricane. Now, maybe Michigan, they have a lot windier winds up there anyway, between the lakes and that. So maybe they're used to this cyclonic action.
8-2 here.
Bagging up the dogs, the burgers, man, in there.
Yes, there is a fire,
Success.
and the wind is probably stoking it.
And I'm surprised a guy from Michigan knows how to do that.
Brett
No, why would you be surprised?
Really surprised.
Brett Bell
But he's grilling on a
Coming up.
grill, so
Yeah.
Drew Carey will be after him, and then Ryan Hottinger.
the left fielder, Brett Bell.
First pitch to Bell. He grounds the ball to second baseman.
That was close.
Wow. Nice hustle by Bell down the line. They just got him at first.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than I think that they expected it to be.
Well,
I tell you, this grass on the infield, if it's not mown, it'll slow a ball down in a heartbeat. And this is a grass infield.
His field is in so much better shape than it was. They brought in a bunch of special dirt and laser cut it in the off season, and
First pitch, Drew Carey, a ball.
really nice. That's why we were able to play Hillsborough here, because they were underwater there.
And that's what I wondered, because when I got the notice from Troy, there was something about playing at home, and I thought, is that possible? Were they actually playing here in Wilmington? Because we didn't schedule that day, because obviously it was a. So what will they switch then?
We'll go down there.
We'll go down there for the next game.
2 balls, 1 strike on Drew Carey.
And if we wouldn't have done what we did last year, we wouldn't have been able to play here because of what the type of dirt they brought in, and then they laser cut it.
Drilled up the middle, base hit by Carey.
Oh boy.
Cleveland rocked on that one, right up the middle.
The right fielder, number 18, Ryan Hottinger.
We have a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher at number 10 for Wilmington.
Marlon Frisco.
Marlon Frisco.
Got some speed. Hope he stretched.
8-2, bottom of the 5th. Hottinger at the plate. Ball's thrown over to first, but Frisco is back. Pitch is swung at and missed. Strike 1. I'll tell you what, we're a little cold up here, but I think it's actually warmer than it was the other day we were up here. Next pitch is swung at again and missed.
Maybe we should buy a thermometer and hang it on the wall there for
No
each other.
balls, 2 strikes. Well, I've already put a request in for a little portable heater up here. I see that hasn't been met yet.
You saw Troy rolling his eyes when you said that, didn't you? That means no.
Dude, all this stuff we do for him. Heck, he ought
we
to
don't even-
do it just for Jim.
We don't even get
just
we don't even
benefit
get that
from it.
benefit up in the press box for football. So
Ball's hit right back to the pitcher. He's looking at second. Goes to first with it instead.
2 outs, runner in second. Come on, we need to bring him home.
The second baseman, number 1, Brad Keller.
2 outs. Keller coming to the plate with a runner at second. Keller is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Grounded out to short and a first. Now that flag's going, like you said, the cyclonic winds, it's kind of going back out now again.
You didn't believe me, Charlie?
No, Rick, no.
You just thought I was making that up?
I don't believe your eyes. That's why he's got binoculars in here. Maybe he looked through the binoculars at it. The pitch. Wow, nice looking pitch, but it's called a ball. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Next pitch. Oh, he throws the ball into left field. We had a fake steal, and the Wilmington runner's going to go to third because the catcher threw it clear over the third baseman's head. Just kind of did a little fake there, and
Slipped out of his hand.
yeah,
That was a swing and a miss strike, I think.
yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think.
we think. Keller at the plate. Need to get that run in here, Brad Keller.
Oh.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouled away.
You're right. They do move the outfielders in particular around.
2 strikes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole idea behind that goes back to me talking about choking up. Yeah, you're trying to just protect, just get the bat on the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, if you're playing a coach that doesn't believe in that, which I believe may be the case, so, it might backfire on you. Yep, full count.
Yeah, nice gap in left center.
I tell you what,
big.
Been a couple pitches on this at bat that's been pretty questionable.
That would be your
That's what the
inside the
Hurricane-
park home run if you could put one out there.
Ball 4. Keller goes to first.
I bet they don't pitch to him.
Coming up is Krause, who has a base hit and a home run.
Number 22.
And his home run was right to where the big
The
gap
flag,
was.
yeah, where the flag is. His base hit was also that way to the left center field gap. So hopefully,
Farmington's coach is to the mound. They're discussing this, obviously, probably talking over, what they need to do and not do.
well, if you put him on, the next batter up, Chris Woolery, has got a strikeout and then had a weak base hit to right field.
And they haven't seen Chris before, so I'll tell you what, that would be good for us. If
Yeah.
they could load the bases and then Chris
Chris
could be
could-
brought up,
Chris could
one swing of the bat, he could clear the bases.
he could redeem himself real quick, couldn't he, Coach?
Yeah, we might even let his dad stay for the rest of the game.
I was going to say we might have a hole in the press box if that happens. Runners at first and third. Krause up. Like I said, he hit the home run earlier.
Well, they are going to pitch to him, it looks like, but they may not be close.
They might have just been discussing first and third situations, too. If he goes, are we going to try to throw him out? You got 2 outs, so you got a bigger lead. Why not? If he goes, try to throw him out at second.
Oh.
Ball's hit up in the air. Looks like it's going to be out of play.
It's out.
Foul ball.
All right.
Down the left field side there, third baseman. That wind just kind of helped it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the wind is blowing from left to right to left to in to out.
Is that cyclonic winds, Rick? So I was trying to help you out there. I was trying to make you look a little more intelligent, but I failed once again. 8-2. 8-2. Runner at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and third. The pitch.
Oh, that was a strike.
Yeah, they call out. I look a little bit, just a little bit outside, but 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is on its way, and it's just a little short hit to the first baseman. That's 3 outs. A little pop out. So Wilmington strands 2 runners. 1 error that inning on the throw.
So going into the top of the
They
6th.
got 1 hit. Yep, top of the 6th, still 8-2. And coming up for Farmington will be Carty, Bentley, and Lovett. Carty, Bentley, and Lovett. Maybe they're not feeding the teams today. They feeding the teams today?
Yes.
Who, Farmington?
No.
Farmington, they got the big grill.
Farmington is feeding the fans,
Oh,
probably.
they got the grill going over there.
They have corn over there? Or
Corn.
Well, it's Michigan, maize, right?
Oh, jeez. Lord help us. Okay, here you go. 8-2, and the wind just keeps blowing. Who's the pitcher?
Now pitching for Wilmington, number 5, Alec Manzer.
Alec Manser
Dr. Andrews' son.
pitching.
So, Zach did really a pretty nice job. He got some balls up where he should have, but he pitched a pretty good game, really.
He had the Wilmington pitcher there. We're talking about Zach Wyrick. He had really just 2 bad innings out of the 5 he pitched. He had 3 pretty good innings, actually.
So now we got 26 into the game. Oh, great. 26 is POLITOWICZ.
I'll have to look at that one.
Polilowitz?
26 is into the game.
We'll get a rise out of that.
Let me see that thing.
Hold on a minute. I gotta see what this is like. I don't know. Number 26, Politowitz. Is that right, folks?
Well, I don't know. No one fainted over on the Farmington side.
I don't see anybody laughing
That
over
was
on the
probably
Farmington
close.
side.
They are starting to eat their hot dogs, though.
Better get down there, Roger.
Go start, you go down there.
Charlie,
First pitch, foul.
Charlie will have you bringing him 3 or 4.
Politowitz. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Politowitz.
That'd be good to drill with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't exactly. They're hot dogs, but a lot of mustard going around. No
Especially
ketchup.
up here.
No ketchup.
Ball's hit between short and third. Base hit for Politowitz. Leadoff man aboard. Like I said, we have a new picture here, too, for the Hurricane, Alec Manser.
This is number
4, Bentley coming up. He
4.
is
Catcher, number 4, Bentley.
2 for 3 with 2 doubles, and he likes going that left center gap, more towards center gap.
So they must have pulled Hoke. Or
Cardi.
Cardi.
Charlie, they're bringing in some Lay's potato chips.
All right. First pitch, ball. For you Farmington people,
Let's be bringing
you see what excites our producer here.
There you go, yeah. Got to make sure we know what's on the menu.
Nice pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bentley. Like I said, last 2 times up, he's doubled. I'm surprised they're not shading him more toward left center because that's kind of where he has hit the ball. But right now, they're pretty much playing, shading a little left center, but not much. Kind of giving him that gap still. Ball is hit toward first base, and it's caught by Wells.
What footwork?
1 out. Kind of jammed Bentley on that one. Next up is Lovett.
The first baseman, number 25, Lovett.
He is 0 for 2. 2 ground outs to the second baseman. In the first inning, he walked. Politowitz getting a little bit of a lead, but not much. Throw over. Dives back. Plenty of time. We are in the top of the 6th, the first game of 2 here today on this cold, blustery day here in Wilmington, Ohio. Politowitz fakes the steal, and the catcher throws down, and it's like he didn't go, Drew Carey.
Drew, didn't I tell you he didn't go?
Drew's just practicing.
So what was that ball?
I think that was a ball.
I didn't get it. We'll give him a ball. I don't know if he's had 2 pitches.
I think it is. I think it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see what the umpire throws up there.
He hasn't been.
He hasn't been, no.
No,
All right.
he's,
Well,
not, he's not been giving us.
we're going to say
signals
1
that well.
and 1. Here we go. 1 and 1. Runner at first.
Breaking out all this.
Ball is hit over the second baseman's head this time and right for a base hit. Runner's going to try to go from first to third. And he does make it from first to third. Nice hit.
First baseman wasn't covering the back like he's supposed to.
Nice hit there by Lovett.
Inexperienced at that position. The designated hitter, number 12.
And of course, you're listening to Hurricane Sports, Hurricane Baseball to be exact, on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
At the plate, Satterfield, who had a double last inning to left center. He's had a single and a double and a fly out to right. He kind of hits the ball everywhere. 1 out, runner at third and runner at first. Ball's hit to the shortstop. It's going to be a hard play at first. No
Safe.
play there. That was hit to the gap. That was a base hit, folks. The run scores.
Runners at first and second now.
That was hit to the right side of the left side of the shortstop.
Falcons get another run, 9-2.
So runners at first and second still. We have the infield fly rule in effect here, Rick Phillips. 1 out. And at the plate is Newhard, who is 2 for 3. No, excuse me. Newhard is 1 for 2 and hit by pitch.
Some of that Common Core math of yours, Charlie?
No, I looked at the wrong spot.
Oh, okay. All right.
And his base hit last time up was between the shortstop and third baseman in that gap. Runners first and second, 1 out. Pitch is on its way. Ball. Ball 1.
We've got action in the Falcon bullpen down there. Number 3 for the Falcons.
3 warming up for Farmington. Who is it? Cardi. He was the one who was in already, yeah.
So they're just
Ball's hit
keeping
right
him
back at the pitcher. Oh, he doesn't know what to do with the ball. They got the out at first, but wow, they should have got the lead runner. Or could have maybe even got 2 on that. So both runners advanced. It's just not knowing, it's one thing you got to preach to your players. You got to know where you're going to go with the ball when it's hit to you.
Yeah, under particular circumstances, there's always, this is what you do.
Every time. I always preach to the girls when I coach them, what are you going to do if the ball's hit to you? Think about it before you get the ball. 2 outs. I tell you, that's one thing about baseball. It's just as much of a mental game as probably more of a mental game than any other game. A lot of the other games are just reaction to what's happening with the ball, where you have to have reaction to what happens with the ball, but you got to think ahead here. Pitch is in for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, Charlie, the big mental game is chess.
I've never played any chess. See, that explains a lot, doesn't it?
And also track.
Track's
a big mental game as well.
Yeah, I hear you. Ball's hit to right. That's going to bring in 2. And it's going to be a base hit. So Farmington blowing this thing wide open, folks.
Double digits now, 11-2.
Number who?
Base hit by Williamson.
The third baseman, number 8, Mangrum.
So we got Wonder.
I got that right.
We got runner at first base, Mangrum up with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2. He's flew out, he's grounded out, and he's hit by pitch. So 2 outs, first pitch. It's a strike. Yep, 11-2 here. Farmington put it on the Canes here in this first game.
Oh, going.
Ball outside. Ball gets by the catcher, so it'll be a pass ball. That'll get him down to second. So Williamson is now at second base. Mangrum at the plate, the number 9 hole hitter, third baseman. The pitch, outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second. Here comes another pitch. Oh, right to the second baseman off the pitcher's glove.
Got
They
him.
get him at first base.
That was an assist, Charlie.
Yes, 1-4-3 on that put out.
So
3 runs in that inning
after 6.5.
for Farmington. They left one on base. They had two hits. So after the top of the sixth here, it is 11-2. And coming up for Wilmington is going to be Worry, Wells, and McCune. Do we have a new pitcher?
Well, we do. Hardy.
Carty is back into the game, and he's going to pitch.
For Farmington Hills, number 3, Hardy.
So he re-enters. If you're not familiar with high school baseball, softball, your starters can re-enter one time, and that's it. They're out if they get pulled a second time.
Just watching that softball game up there, and third baseman overthrew the first baseman. And it's the gold team against Hillsborough. I don't know who's gold.
That could be Western Brown. I think it's Western Brown because they're golden brown, it look like.
Yeah, they're golden brown or golden black, one of the two.
So that's the only team I can think of around here. It's golden brown, is Western Brown, isn't it?
Unless they were playing altar.
Yeah, I doubt that.
You doubt it?
Yep. See that curveball he just threw in there? He just dropped in there. Watching the pitcher warm up, he has a nice little curve. Yep. Looked like a screwball almost, didn't it? And Rory coming to the plate. Again, we have the bottom of the sixth. Wilmington 11-2.
For Chris Wallery.
Well coached, good playing ball team here from Farmington.
Yeah, they really look good.
Scrappers.
Rory at the plate.
Nope, curveball.
First pitch in for a strike. He's got a curveball. It just kind of falls off the table, doesn't it? That one kind of looks like it broke back a little bit. That could just be his natural break on a fastball, too, I guess, couldn't it?
The last pitch he threw in warm-up, right back across.
Well, like a screwball. We should know about screwballs up here, but that's beside the point.
That's
One
right.
ball, one strike.
We let you up here anyway.
2 balls, 1 strike.
We know you're not talking about your wife.
I wasn't talking about my wife, no, or Roger. 3 balls, 1 strike. Carty's struggling here. He got that first strike and then kind of lost it here for a second. Next one fouled off by Rory. Rory has a base hit to right and a strikeout.
The team lined up for a good one for tomorrow night, didn't they? For the basketball NCAA. That will be one of the best games in history of NCAA, I would think.
Strike 3. 1 out.
The first baseman, number 15, Tyler Wells.
Tyler Wells is 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out his last time at bat. First pitch strike. Well, as you're Wilmington, you got to look at this game and maybe come back and watch it on here and reflect and see, what do they do that we don't do. Base hit to the left side by Wells.
The center fielder, number 11, Brady McCune.
His first hit on the day. Brady's had a struggling day. He's struck out twice. Courtesy runner coming in for Wells. That's Davis. Chad Davis. One thing that the Wilmington coach does I kind of like, and I know probably some of the fans might not like it, but when he has double headers, he plays a lot of different players, which, these are non-league games. Non-league games, it's good to see what some of these guys can do. So, no balls, one strike. That first ball was fouled back right behind us. Scared my wife. She thought it was going to hit her.
Well, actually, she thought it was going to hit the batter.
Oh.
He fought that off. I mean, it was right on his hands. Looked like it was coming.
I just heard it hurt behind me.
Don't need a broken windshield.
Oh, that's why we have insurance. But I don't know if my insurance cover that. I just got liability.
Well, I was going to say, if you got like a $500 deductible, does it cover it anyway?
Probably not. I just got liability anyhow. Strike. 2 strikes into McCune.
Although, Charlie, I think windshields are something separate because obviously you don't usually have to pay $500 to replace a windshield. So
No.
I think they're a different coverage there.
So I may not even have that coverage. I don't know. Wow. Dropped that third one in for a strike.
You got
Strikeout.
you got the lizard there covering you, Charlie?
No, I got Westfield Insurance, which they're really good.
The third baseman, number 13.
I do have comprehensive on the hearse, I'm pretty sure.
Well, of course you have to.
No, I mean, it was like just as cheap to get it with liability, Wasn't much more, if anything. First pitch here to Ames is a ball. He has a base hit and a fly out to right field.
You might want to tell some of our audience members as far as your hearse, Charlie.
Well, it's not a hearse. It's a hearse. If you're going to say it right.
Yeah,
Ball's outside.
It's a big, ugly car.
If you guys like the old cars, you can check out my page on Facebook, Chaz's DJ Service. Got lots of neat old rides on there and all kinds of stuff with the custom car world. Pitch is in for strike. I tell you what, this Cardi's got a nice little curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good ball, 1 strike.
I got 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm going to go with mine. Next pitch. Fouled back. Runner at first.
You're wrong, Charlie.
I got 1, 2. I got 1 ball. I'm sticking to my guns here.
The umpire.
Oh, did he
said
just
2,
do it? Oh,
Charlie.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead and stick to your guns, Charlie.
I will stick to my guns. Strike 3 doesn't make any difference anyhow. There we go. Struck out the side. That's twice today that's happened to the cane. Farmington pitchers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 strikeouts on the day.
And that's just the first game.
Yeah, it's just the first game.
11-2.
Wilmington did leave 1 on base there.
Chad Davis into the game of playing first base.
Davis stays in the game for
Tyler Wells.
Tyler Wells. What number is he? 14? Okay. Coming to bat for Farmington, unless they make some changes here, is Mr. Manasseh, who has a base hit. Now, let's see, what does he have? I'm going to tell you wrong. He's got a home run, a base hit, a triple, and a sacrifice, actually. Remember, he sacrificed something. He gets double. He's got the cycle today, gentlemen. And he had the hard part of the cycle done to begin with. He had a triple, then homered, then sacrificed, and got a base hit. So here comes Manasseh to the plate. Good looking ball player. You gotta wonder if he's not a D1 prospect or a college prospect or a pretty big kid. I'd say he's probably a junior or senior, but I don't know that. Is he a senior? Good ball player. First pitch, the ball up high to him. Again, pitching still for Wilmington is Alec Manser. This is his second inning of work. Ball's hit to right field. Looks like if it stays in the park, it'll be out. Yep, fly out to
Long
9.
out.
That's his first time that he has made an out today. He did have the sacrifice, but that doesn't go down in the book as an at bat. Fly out to 9, 1 out. And that was probably about 15, 20 feet away from going out, wasn't it?
Right, it was.
Hoke coming to the bat. He is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. Oh, ball inside. Just barely missed him. And that wind just hasn't let up at all today, folks.
No, in fact, it seems like it's even gotten worse.
Ball high. If you're just tuning in with us, 11-2 is the score. We are in the first game of 2. Wilmington Hurricane baseball against Farmington Hills, Michigan. Ball is thrown behind the batter. 3 balls, no strikes. It's cold out here today. It'd be easy to lose your grip, I'm sure. .30 pitch on its way. Ball 4. Walked him on 4 straight pitches.
He's the pitcher, isn't he?
Carty coming back up to the plate. Poetowitz
Number 3, Cardi.
was in for 1 bat. Scored. Got a base hit. But now Carty is back in the game. Big lead on first base by Hoke. Ball hits about 5 feet in front of the plate, bounces over Drew Carey's head. So Hoke goes down to second on the pass, or on the wild pitch. Carty was 0 for 2 with a walk. Drills that one to third, off the third baseman's glove, and no throw over to first. What do you guys think? Base hit? Or error?
Yeah, I think it's base hit. 46
What do you think,
degrees
Jim?
up.
The catcher, number 4, Bentley.
Yeah, it looked like to me he was going to catch it. I'm going to give him the E5. Sorry, Rick. You're outvoted. Not that our book counts for anything up here anyhow, just the way we're scoring it. First pitch was a ball to Bentley. Bentley's had a nice game. He has had he's 2 for 4, but with 2 doubles and scored twice. And he likes going to that left, just left of center field area. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled. One ball, 2 strikes now on Bentley. He's had 2 for 4, but he's made contact every time up. 2 doubles and 2 flyouts. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Mantley tried to do a little trickery there, like he's going to run down to first base, but you can't do that because first base is occupied.
The first baseman, number 25, Lovett.
Lovett coming to the plate now. He has a walk and a base hit and has grounded out twice to the second baseman. His last hit was to right center, right over the second baseman's head, so he's going to go that way. Runners first and second, 2 outs. First pitch in the dirt and low to Lovett. Next pitch, drilled to the right center field. That's going to go clear to the wall. 2 more runs are going to score. Lovett's going to go to second, and he'll be in there standing with a double. Hard hit ball there by Lovett. Nice hit.
The designated hitter, number 12, Satterfield.
Satterfield coming to the plate.
Man, I should have worn boots. My feet are freezing up here.
I put mine on this morning.
Thought you were going to say because Charlie's been laying it on pretty thick here. You needed your boots.
Listen to you.
Come on, catch that.
Ball's hit over the left fielder's head.
One hopper.
One hop the wall. Another double and another run in for the Falcons. Top of the 7th. Satterfield, double still left. His last 3 at bats, he's doubled, singled, and doubled, all about the same place. Coming up now is Newhart. He's got a base hit and hit by pitch, and then he is flew out and grounded out. So 2 for 3 on the, or excuse me, 1 for 3 on the day. Runner at second, 2 outs. Newhart at the plate. Big lead out there at second. Strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Newhart. 14-2. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. So that inning, Farmington adds 3 more on two hits and a walk. And they leave a runner on base. Coming up for the Hurricane will be Brett Bell, Drew Carey, and Ryan Hottinger in the bottom of the 7th. 14-2. And this new pitcher, this Carty, did a really nice job in the 6th inning. He looks like he's a little bit more on top of it than their starting pitcher. Would you agree?
He's got better jump.
I think he's got a little bit better stuff than the first pitcher did. So, bottom of the 7th. That does have a little tail to it, doesn't it? He's got a nice little, looks like a screwball coming at us. Unless that's just his natural fastball, but I can't think it'd break that much. Yeah, it was. And his curve doesn't really curve more; it falls off the table.
I think his fastball is naturally just breaking in.
Yeah, that's what I kind of said that earlier. I think the fastball might be just breaking in. 14-2, bottom of the 7th coming up. We have a pinch hitter, number 27. No, it's a regular hitter. Excuse me, Brett Bell coming up.
The left fielder, number 27, Brett Bell.
I was looking at where he was playing left field, and it messed me up. I know, it's all right, Roger. First pitch, down low for a ball. We will have approximately about a half hour or so break in between games.
Can you eat 4 hot dogs that fast, Charlie?
I don't think I'll eat 4 hot dogs, Rick. I only had 2 yesterday.
Well, the more hot dogs you eat, the less pizza I have to buy.
And that's why I'm just going to maybe.
I
might eat half a hot dog in.
I'll have to have one of those deals where I buy one get one free from
There
Terry.
you go. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brett Bell. Rachel's not worried about the pizza anyhow. Strike out.
Well, you'll be buying that, Charlie.
No,
Beer's not on the menu.
root beer. That is root beer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, root beer.
25, Drew Carey.
Drew Carey, Cleveland Rocks coming up. He is 1 for 2 on the day as a strikeout, a base hit. Last time I had a nice base hit right up the middle. Ball 1. Now, one thing they did the other day, Jim, was kind of cool at the girls' game. Each player had their own walk-up music they were playing. But they didn't announce any.
Well, no, they said they didn't announce any because we were there. We told them it didn't matter, but
Pitch in there for strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Carey. Yeah, he had a nice shot last time, right up the pipe. Swung at probably ball 3 there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Been a rough game here for the Hurricane. Another base hit right up the pipe by Drew Carey. So he's having a nice afternoon. Your 9-hole hitter's 2 for 3.
The right fielder, number 18, Ryan Hottinger.
Hottinger coming up. Not going to worry about courtesy runner here. It's the bottom of the 7th. Ball way outside. Nice catch by the catcher to stop that one.
You don't see very many fastballs here. These guys are good.
Bentley made a heck of a catch. That was 2 or 3 feet outside to the left-hander, Hottinger. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first. Three balls. Folks, you can just hear that wind whipping inside this booth. I don't know if you can catch it over the mics or not.
I thought that was the air going through your head, Charlie.
No.
No? One ear to the
Strike
other.
1, 3 balls, 1 strike. I feel like a guitar. Everybody's picking on me. Oh!
Oh, yeah, we feel sorry for you, Charlie, because you're such a sweet guy.
Throw it behind the batter. We've seen that 3 times today. That's going to be ball 4. So we have runners at first and second with 1 out.
Number 1, Brad Keller.
Keller coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Runners at first and second. One ball, no strikes.
That was nice.
1-1. Ball's hit. Could be a little bit of trouble down to third. Throws it over to first. They get the out at first, but both runners will move up. So, Wilmington's down to their last out.
The shortstop, number 22, Stephen Kraus.
And Kraus has hit a base hit, a home run, and flew out last time to the first baseman. So he's 2 for 3 on the day.
Just along the network, Charlie will go over the all the particulars, the stats in that right after the conclusion of this game. And then we'll break for, as Charlie said, maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes before the start of the next game. I think the next game, I don't know if they actually schedule it, like at 3 o'clock.
If it is, it's 20 to 4 right now, so
I guess it wouldn't be.
just a little late. 2 balls, 1 strike on Kraus. Kraus drilled one earlier about 350 feet. Had a home run. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. Be nice to get a base hit, get a couple more runs in. Make it a little bit more respectable.
Yeah.
Ball gets away. Runner's coming to the plate, and he's going to score easily.
Full count.
Yep. So Carey scores on the pass ball, and Hollinger moves up to third.
Hit out the right field. Definitely scoring.
The pitch, strike 3, and that's the ball game. Kind of a fitting way to end on another strikeout there. Farmington had at least 12 strikeouts today. We'll go over for Wilmington. Hottinger was 0 for 3 with a walk. Final score, by the way, 14 to 3. Farmington. Brad Keller was 0 for 3 with a walk. Stephen Kraus was 2 for 4 with a home run, the base hit. Woolery was 1 for 3 with a base hit. Tyler Wells was 0 for 2. Chad Davis come in and got a base. Now, that was Tyler Wells who got the base hit. So Tyler Wells was 1 for 3. Brady McCune, rough afternoon, three strikeouts today for him. DJ Ames had a base hit and flied out and a strikeout. Brett Bell was 0 for 3. And Drew Carey ended up having a nice little afternoon, 2 for 3. He had 2 nice line drive shots right back up the middle. So 3 runs for Wilmington. They left 6 on base. For Farmington, Manasseh, I tell you, he's a beast, folks. He had a triple, a home run, a single, a sacrifice, a fly out. So he was 3 for 4 on the day. Hoke was 1 for 3 with a walk. They had a sacrifice also. Carty had a walk. Politowicz had a base hit. Bentley was 2 for 5 and scored 2 runs. Lovett, a walk and a base hit and a double, so he was ended up being 2 for 4 on the day. He's a good little catcher. Satterfield was 4 for 5 today. He had 2 base hits and 2 doubles. Newhard got on by hit by pitch, also had a single. Williamson had a single, 2 singles. And Magram was 0 for 3, but got on with a hit by pitch. Farmington had, 2, 5, 10, 12, 14 hits. Wilmington just had 6 hits on the day. Farmington, even with the big score of 14 to 2, left 9 on base.
Yeah, they're definitely an offensive team.
Good looking ball club from Michigan.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in game number 2, which will start in probably 15, 20 minutes. We were supposed to start at 3:30. Obviously, we're past the 3:30 mark. So anyway, we will be back.
You may be late with your Razor's Edge tonight.
We won't be late. We'll be back after this short break. But anyway, this is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And we'll be back with Hurricane baseball.